Question number 8 asks, what are the implications for practice? And the implications for practice are based off of what transparency does to change instruction and to create a different atmosphere within the classroom. The following are what is going to change based off of this idea of a new type of transparency. Flexibility, the communication amongst students within the classroom, the relationships within the classroom, the teacher-student interaction, a shift in authority, engagement, and then the actual teacher's instruction. And what's going to change is that a barrier is going to be broke in that the teacher is going to go from the authoritative one to transferring that over to the class being equally authoritative. And in saying that, the main concept of the chapter is going from what can I do to instruct students, what can I do to make students understand, to what can we do to discover these problems, what can we do to work through them. The difference in this teaching method is that teachers are starting out their instruction with being completely open to their students. They're trying to create that less faking it type of approach in that they're opening up their emotions and being very honest with their students and putting out their doubts as well as their curiosities. What is expected then is that students respond in a similar manner in discovering to and openly admitting what they're trying to discover, so that together as a class they can work through these problems through communication and dialogue. And that's what's changing in such instruction, is that that barrier is broken and all problems are being solved through direct communication as a group. And in doing that, question 9 says, how has the teacher decided to go public with this work? Well, Rob Simon, he's basically saying that in order for us to, further stretch this type of instruction and to kind of promote it for lack of a better word, we need to continue this dialogue through presentations. We need to kind of ground what we're working on to the public, but also pull them in so that they know that they are amongst us. And in doing that, he had his class perform numerous presentations at the University of Penn. They've done a lot of online blogging, different types of Blackboard posts, and came together. And in order to pull that audience, to bring them to that dialogue and being open and to base everything off of this idea of this transparency, they pull support from the community and actually quoting people that are from the community and that support their type of open communication, so that they're pulling together to create this very powerful type of communication that's going to promote and serve to answer the curiosities amongst the group. And in doing that, it's a big group inquiry process. Something that was important in the text said that transparency is constructed as both a stance and a method. So in other words, it's something that teachers do and a way of framing or making sense of what the teachers are actually doing and why they're doing it. So it's kind of how they are, in a sense, promoting and conducting their own research through this dialogue that they're interacting and playing back and forth with, to then present it in the same fashion and saying, in being this open and in discussing this and putting forth our doubts and curiosities and saying what can we as a group do to begin solving this, they are actually becoming more powerful in their instruction and in their conversations because they're getting somewhere as a group.